Section 4. Solstice and Equinox. Solstice. Solstice is the day when the sun reaches its northmost or southmost point in the sky and sun's motion in declination stops. There are two kinds of solstice. First is the summer solstice and second is the winter solstice. Summer solstice occurs every year around 21st of June. On this day, the sun is farthest north from the equator, entering the tropical sign of Cancer. This is the longest day of the year. Winter solstice. Currently, it occurs around 21st of December every year. On this day, the sun is farthest south of the equator, entering the zodiac sign of Capricorn. This is the shortest day of the year. Equinox. Equinox is the day when the sun is directly above the celestial equator, and the duration of the daytime and night is equal. There is two kind of equinox, spring equinox and autumn equinox. The spring equinox occurs about 20th of March every year. On this day, sun enters tropical sign of Aries. The second equinox is autumn equinox. It occurs around 23rd of September every year. On this day, the sun enters tropical sign of Libra. Let us understand about the solstice and equinox using this diagram. As you can see, this is a diagram of Earth. At the center we have the equator. At 23.5 degree north we have Tropic of Cancer. We have Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degree south. This is the path of the sun, known as the ecliptic. As you can observe, the ecliptic is inclined to the equator. Ecliptic and the equator intersect at the 2 points. These 2 points are referred to as the equinox. On the other hand, when the sun is at the northmost or southmost position, we get the solstice. When the sun at its northmost position, that is on the Tropic of Cancer, we have the summer solstice. As sun progresses, it reaches a point where the ecliptic and the equator intersect. This is the day we have the autumn equinox. Moving ahead, the sun enters the southern hemisphere and keeps on moving till it reaches Tropic of Capricorn. This is the day we have the winter solstice. After this day, the sun starts moving northward. Moving ahead, it again reaches the day when the ecliptic and equator have a common point. This day is referred to as the spring equinox. Traveling ahead, it once again reaches the point of summer solstice. So as you can understand, the solstice and equinox alternate. This is the annual path of the sun. For the time of 6 months, sun has a northward direction, referred to as the Uttarayan. The Uttarayan begins on the day of winter solstice. As you can see, after this day, sun is moving towards the north till it reaches the summer solstice. After the summer solstice, the sun begins its southward motion. This southward motion of sun is known as the Dakshinayan. Solstice and equinox are the four important markers that define the annual path of the sun. These four markers indicate the four seasons: the winter, spring, summer, and the fall. I hope it is clear now. Section 5: Precession of Equinox. The point of equinox, that is the first degree of Aries, is not static. Equinoxes moves westward by 15.3 seconds of arc yearly along the ecliptic relative to the fixed stars. This effect is known as the precession of the equinox or ayana. At this rate, it takes around 26,000 years for the precession point to reach back at its original position. It is believed that precession of equinox was first noted by Greek Hipparchus in 129 BC, but presence of many ancient observatories such as Stipi Geoglyph, Nabta Playa, Newgrange, Stonehenge, Karnak, Chichen Itza, Angkor Wat, Machu Picchu, etc. across the globe makes it hard to believe. Section 6: Ayanamsh. Ancient Hindus were not only aware of precession but also developed a mathematical correction mechanism. As per the ancient Surya Siddhanta of Hindus, Ayanabhaga or Ayanamsh, that is the sidereal epoch, is used to account for the precession of equinox. Cyan longitude minus Ayanamsh gives us the Narayan longitude of a planet. Ayanamsh corrects the difference between the Narayan zodiac and the Cyan zodiac. We will learn about the Narayan zodiac and Cyan zodiac in the next section. We recommend to use the Lahiri Ayanamsh. Nowadays, the value of Ayanamsh is about 24 degrees. Hence, the Narayan longitude of Grahas is 24 degrees behind the Cyan longitude. This is the reason if you make a horoscope using the sidereal system and tropical system, you will observe difference in the position of the Lagna as well as all the planets. Section 7: Cyan and Narayan Zodiac. Cyan literally means with iron, while Narayan means without iron. As we already know, ayan refers to the precession of equinox. Western astrologers use Cyan, that is moving or tropical zodiac, whereas Hindu Vedic astrology relies on Narayan, that is fixed or sidereal zodiac. Vedic Hindu astrology is rooted in nakshatras, which are fixed, backdrop of the skies. The sidereal zodiac is derived from nakshatras. The long and unbroken tradition of Vedic astrology has worked well with the Narayan longitudes in past and continues to do so. You may test and experiment to choose what suits you. Section 8: Geocentric and Heliocentric Model. Ancients had the belief that the earth is the center of universe and the sun and all the planets and the stars rotate around the earth as it is observed from the naked eyes. This worldview is often referred to as the geocentric model of universe. But as the science progressed, the rotation and revolution of Earth was realized, and it was proposed that Sun is the center of the universe and the Earth and other planets are rotating around the Sun. This is known as the heliocentric model of universe. Aryabhat, Aristarchus of Samos, and many more ancient mathematicians and astronomers gave similar observations. But it was not until the 16th century, till the invention of telescope and the works of scientists like Galileo, Copernicus, etc., that it could be proven and widely accepted. Here you can see the difference between the heliocentric and geocentric model of universe. So what should we use, the geocentric model or the heliocentric model, for our purposes in Vedic astrology? For the past few centuries, the heliocentric model seemed to overpower geocentric model once and for all. But as science progressed further in the 21st century and we learned more about the vastness of the universe, we need to ponder again. Maybe our ancestors were smarter than we realize. The fact is that the Sun may be the center of the solar system, but it is neither the center of the universe nor it is fixed. Ours is an ordinary solar system among billions of solar systems in our Milky Way galaxy. And our Milky Way galaxy is itself among billions of similar galaxies. We live on Earth and make observations on universe from here. Earth is a speck of dust compared to the vastness of universe, and universe is infinitely extended in all the directions as observed from the Earth. Is it not logical to use Earth as origin? As far as astrology is concerned, we use the geocentric model.